Well, this is...
Hello? Can y'all hear us? I'm gonna check the stream.
Oh, crap.
Oh boy.
Hold on, I'm gonna just double check my settings just to make sure. Give me a second.
They can hear us. They can
Oh,
hear us. I can hear
okay.
myself in the.
Okay, Herdia said it's good now. Alright, we're good now.
Yeah, we're good now. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we've pretty much been calling a race. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's kind of been calling it silent from at least, I guess, a viewer.
But
Viewer-wise. But,
yeah, they can hear us because I just checked. So if you guys just join us, watch us from stage 1 and 2, my apologies. I'm pretty much broadcasting from my PS5 for the first time, so we'll have to get used to it. We'll have to get used to the side of things here and there. But
Nate and Jack battling. The 22's trying to get involved. Marner has pulled away from them a little bit as, let's go back up towards the front. Shake is, I believe, running. I think he's running. Actually, I think he's the leader and Marner's second. Could be wrong.
look at the battle between the 15 and the 24. This is for third here. This is for that podium. They're side by side. We gotta.
Jack is trying to get himself involved too.
A three-way car. Oh, look at this. Where's old Jack? Where's old Jack at? He's got a glizzy all over him.
Glizzy, after almost hitting the freaking concrete wall, trying to work his way back through.
And Jack's struggling. Here comes Secure the Perks. But Jack's not going to give in to what happened with the 38. The 38 did win stage 2, but however, something happened going into, I guess, turn 1 or one of the turns. I think it was through that carousel that something happened that pretty much costed him. But if these two keep battling, then yet both Nate and Marner is going to be pretty much getting podium at this point.
You've got a little bit of a 4-car pack here, the 51, 16, the 20, and the 22. Side by side between the 20 and the 22. Logan, Dead Dad went a little wide. Logan's going to take advantage of that. So is the 22, maybe? Let's see if he can get the pass done heading into turn 1.
Yeah, they're side by side, but the thing is there going to be any contact between the two as we're focusing on Dead Dad and the 22 at DJ. There is contact being made, but the 22, he is not giving up. These two,
not giving up.
You got two angry bulls at the moment, but yet, and Dead Dad's gonna miss the corner.
Dead Dad missed the corner. Moose is gonna try to take advantage in that 17.
And he did. He definitely did. That was a bad timing for the 16 of Captain Dead Dad. But meanwhile, back to the front we go. These two are still battling for second place between the 15 of Nate and the 24 of Marnes.
What a battle these two have had for the last couple of laps. They've just been... both of them can't seem to drive away from one another.
Yeah, and of course, Glizzy, even though he's currently finally pulling away from the 13 of Captain Jack, that Jack's gonna pretty much put that on his memories as far as going into Charlotte next week.
Yeah, and indeed, we shall see what Jack does at Charlotte next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one to say the least. But of course, we see the battle between the 4 and the 21 of backs and movement. Pretty much a little bit, but I think the most action that we're seeing a lot though is the 15 and the 24. Here comes the 24. We're going to go side by side, and the 24.
Nate I think may have just let him by. Maybe a little bit quicker than that, or maybe a little bit quicker than that 15 truck.
I think in Nate's situation though is that if he can be able just to stay above Glizzy and not make any mistakes, then that pretty much they're walking out with the top three, and plus getting those much needed points for the playoffs.
Yeah, these guys just don't make any
Oh, and
mistakes
here
and
comes the
hope Glizzy
15. The
does it.
15.
Oh, the 15.
Oh, the 15 missed the corner. He was trying to battle with the 24, and look who's catching up to him. His teammate in the 38 of Glizzy, and Glizzy. Could these two get into it and let the 24 pull away? This is what's going to be interesting. Get your popcorn, get on the edge of your seats because this is about to be really interesting. Now a two car battle for third place. I think Glizzy wants this more than Nate, but Nate he desperately needs to get those much needed points. And of course, we'll see. Look at the 30 all over the back bumper.
Glizzy trying to give him the bumpers. We've seen teammates before here in Hennessy. They may be teammates,
The
but they're
30
gonna
just
race
sends it
each
in
other
there.
hard.
He sends it in there.
Nate trying to get back to him. Let's see, Nate. Right on the
He's
back
all
bumper.
over.
They're gonna bump draft down this little short straight here.
Glizzy's still ahead of him, but yet you're watching from Nate's hood cam. Nate is all over the back bumper of the 38 of Glizzy.
They may be teammates, but they are sure battling like they're not teammates right now.
You can definitely say that again, but the thing is, though, is that the 15, he could pull what Marner did just a lap or two ago, try to be able to send it in there and try to pull away as he is now.
Oh, he
So,
does send it in there.
but he does not
quite gonna
execute it,
work.
though. He does not execute a move like Bret Hart because right now the 15, he is losing time. But look at the 38, though. He's hitting the grass like he's Wiz Khalifa. And
hits the grass. It's gonna slow him down a little bit. Let's see if Marner can catch Shake here.
no, the
Nate's
15 is going to go
road.
to pit road. Yeah, this is about time for some pit stops, some green flag stops.
Got a little bit of a battle between the 13 of Jack and the 51 of Sir Sad Sack.
Yeah, this definitely. These three have been battling the last 3 to 4 laps here. I expect this to be really clean, but the 22, he's gonna bump the 51 of Sir Satsak out of the way. I expect the 51 to do the favor in return, and he does not execute it. So the 22 is gonna pass the 51 for position, and as Nate does go to stop at the moment.
Logan Aim into pits. Dead Dad into the pits. The 18's coming in as well.
And pretty much right.
Let's see if the top 3 come into pit here soon.
A little bit on the strategy side, we're going to have to keep an eye on that. But the 2 of Shake and Bake is pretty much being your leader. Had a struggle in stage number 2, but he did get some much needed points. But however, though, he's doing good at the moment. He's doing good, and I'm so not used to the comments on the right side of my screen. That's something new for me there, Slick.
Yeah, me too. When I first broadcasted, it was on the bottom. I was like, oh. I didn't know what it was until I looked. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
For those who either have or get a PS5, it's really weird, but I'm still getting used to it. It's my first time doing this.
There is a battle back here between the 98 and the 21 of Baxball.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep an eye on the 2, see if he comes into pit road this time by. If him, the 24 and the 38, let's see what they're gonna do here. Either Shake tries to save enough to be able to stay out and potentially win this race. We'll have to see. And the 2
is gonna bring it down pit road,
as well as the 24 of Marner. What about the 38?
Glizzy brings it down as well.
They're all coming into pit road this time by. Yeah, they're all coming in. Oh, but the 38, he about hit the sign. But now he's
goes in. Yeah, they're all coming in now.
Now we just gotta focus on what the 15 is gonna do. Does he have enough time to be able to catch up to the leaders at the moment as they're coming into pit road? We'll have to see. Do you have anybody's lap counter?
I do not. I think I can pull up one on Dead Dad. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, just make sure you turn your volume down so we wouldn't share his info.
Let's see. Gotta go up into the main chat.
Here comes Nate to the front stretch. I think he is gonna be your new leader. I don't know. We'll have to find where Shake and Bake is.
Alright, I've got Dead Dad stream up, and let's see, Shake is still your leader, and there's 4 to go.
So Nate didn't have enough time at the moment with 4 laps to go. Dang.
Damn, I like the strategy that Nate tried to pull though. Almost worked.
I mean, it was a really good strategy. I don't think it's gonna put. I mean, he probably could finish in the top
Yeah.
3. Let's have to see where he's
Now
at in the track.
the focus is, let's see if Marner. Again, this track is pretty long, so 4 laps takes about 2 minutes and 5 seconds to get around this place.
I mean, if you're Joker, I mean, right now you're just loving this. I mean, if he's either at work or if he is at home, he's pretty much just watching his 2 dominating trucks. And I mean, you talked about it though. I mean, we both mentioned both of these drivers are really good at road courses. I mean, for Shake and Bake, it's just just another day at a golf course. It's just another day at a golf course. For Marner, I mean, it's to me, for as long as I've known him, I never really thought that he'd be really good at road courses, but he's surprising me here tonight.
Yeah, Marner has really rebounded well after missing the first couple of races due to some console issues. I believe he actually ended up putting himself into the playoff picture last week, so currently sits just right on that 10th and final playoff spot.
Whatever Marner's doing, I mean, he's doing himself a good job as we get ready to approach 3 laps to go this time by here at Road America. I definitely gotta say this though, Slick. It's definitely been a fun race to say the least. We've not seen any manuals. We've not seen any sort of cautions. These truck drivers have been keeping it clean. They had been a little bit on the aggressive side, but what more can you say?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that. I mean, when we went to Sonoma, there wasn't really any cautions, and in a road course, and especially in the trucks, you probably tend not to get so many cautions, but it's been a pretty fun and good race to call up here in the booth.
And I hate to have to roast myself on this one, but the last time that I was out of road course, I was pretty much in the bush. They pretty much had me, for some reason highlighted me, showing that I was in the bush at Sonoma. So thanks, Speed. Thanks to whoever. Thanks, guys. And looks like, something happened to the 15 of Nate the Best. This is battle for 3rd place, I believe, between the 38 and the 13 of Glizzy and Jack at the moment.
Yeah, we've got another little battle between the Secure the Perks, the 16, and who is that? That is the 17 of
Moose. Yeah.
Who, came back. Before he retired, I believe he was sitting like 5th in points, but because of Hennessy's rules, when you retire or leave, you get your points reset. So he needs a lot of good point stays to get himself back into that playoff picture.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially as far as those that are pretty much not racing with us tonight, like Terrorist and Sikkim, you got to be paying attention very, very closely to the competition, especially going towards Charlotte next week, which that's going to be a fun one. That's going to be a really huge one, to say the least, which we will get a chance to bring you live action coverage about around 8:30 to 8:40 Eastern Standard Time for next week, so make sure you tune in for that. And of course, following our Cup Series, or not Cup Series, what am I saying? Truck Series race. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this, folks. We will get a chance to interview the top 3, talk about what happened in this race as we now into 2 laps to go. We'll talk about to our top 3, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Pretty much from what it looks to be, and I'm not going to jinx it for him, but it seems like Shake and Bake's got this in the bag.
Dead Dad just crossed the line with 2 to go, so they'll be coming to the leaders when they cross the line.
So white flag next time, Bob.
Yep, for the leaders. White flag
Yeah.
next time. Bye. Marner is somewhat gaining. I don't know if Marner has enough time though.
Let's go ahead and get to the 24 and see as far as. I mean, he's kind of gaining, but if you think about this, though, as much as a win sounds good to you, you got to think about as far as, you pretty much had yourself a good run. You're doing good via points. No need to ruin your teammate's race and to take a back-to-back win from him.
Indeed, and I mean, Marner just keeps this up, sitting 10th. He'll climb his way into the playoff picture. So, as much as Marner probably wants to win, I expect him to probably just let Shake win. Being a teammate, I mean, but we'll see what happens. I mean, Marner did close the gap a little bit
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I'd say he definitely closed the gap, and so now these leaders are approaching to the white flag as they do go up on that hill. Let's see what these drivers can do. They're going up the hill, and it will be white flag this time by white flag for Shake and Marner.
White flag.
Let's see what these drivers can do. Does Marner have enough time to be able to make it to Shake? I don't think he does, but Marner.
Unless Shake makes a big mistake, I don't think Marner can get to him.
If I'm Shake, if I'm in his situation, I would just throw that mirror away. Just focus on hitting your marks.
Yep. Especially being the white flag, you don't want to like hit a wall and then not win the race and get like not top 5.
We'll definitely have to see here. Does Shake make a mistake? I don't think he will, and he probably won't. No, he will not. As far as that individual that'll probably be joining the HMS 1 and 2 in the booth after the race, it looks to be Glizzy.
Another good run from Glizzy. He's had a solid couple weeks from that 38 truck. Shake
Yeah.
looking like he's not gonna make any mistakes right now.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see as far as next week is concerned. But right now, I mean, Marner is gaining on Shake. Marner is gaining on Shake, but how much time does he have left? This is the last corner.
He can really do something here. Oh, cuts it a little bit, gains time. Probably not gonna be enough though. Unless he really sends it up this last corner going up the hill.
We'll see. Does he make it?
Nope.
No, he will not. Coming off to the final time for the last turn, Shake and Bake is gonna go back-to-back wins. He is gonna wait. He's gonna win
Shake
here
is
at
gonna win.
Road America.
Road America. Marner almost got him there at the end.
I didn't want to
Just not
jinx that
enough
for
time.
Shake. I did not want to jinx that for Shake at all. So that's why I was kind of very hesitant when I said that. Slick, can you get our top 3?
Yes. Once that crosses the line here, I will tell you who got third. Oh wait, Glizzy got third. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it should be
Let's
Lizzie.
see. I gotta find Marner on my friends list. Alright, let's see.
All
Alright,
right,
got Marner in here.
Marner was going to catch Shake. I will say that there, Mr. Mason.
Yeah, if there was like 2 more laps, he's probably gonna be right there. Shake and bake. Shake.
Very interesting race. As far as what we saw from the top 3, I will say this though, definitely good for Glizzy after having those late race struggles for him to come back and finish inside the top three. That was really incredible.
Yeah. After hitting the wall and then managing to drive up to the field. There's Mr. Third Place. I believe we are waiting on Marner and Shake and Bake.
Well, let's go. But hey, since Glizzy is in here, let's go ahead and get a chance to talk to him. Glizzy, are you with us, buddy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, Glizzy. First of all, welcome back to the booth. I'm hearing myself through somebody's mic.
Probably mine. Let me turn it down.
All right, y'all good. But back to what I was saying earlier is that you pretty much had yourself a really good race. You won a stage, but you pretty much struggled right there at the start of stage three. Managed to come home with a top three. Take us to what happened to you on the last stage.
So, we started off pretty well. We got through the first few corners really well too. And then I'm heading into the carousel section. When I was practicing there, I never got loose there before. But going through there that time, I was in second. I tried to shift into third, and the truck just snapped loose. I tried to get control of it. It snapped loose again through the grass, and then it finally corrected itself. I don't know how we salvaged third out of that, but I'll take it.
I
I'm
mean,
not too happy at all with the finish, but it is what it is. Marners and Shake ran great races. They were way quicker than me in most parts. I happened to get the stage 2 win, which we'll take as well for points, and we absolutely could use those right now in this 38 team.
not to mention that. You pretty much had to battle with your own teammate in the 15. Take us through that battle. Did you ever kind of expected to having to run aggressively against Nate, or did you pretty much knew what you had to do as far as coming off with the top three podium in your concern?
For Nate, I didn't know if he was saving or whatnot, but he fell from about 5 seconds in front of me in the 13, all the way down to like basically right in front of us. I passed the 13 maybe 2 turns before I got to the 15, and then the 15 was just really slow going into the corner, so I didn't expect him to try to battle me going into the downhill left, but he did. He dove it in, which I was not ready for, and he almost killed us both. So thanks for that.
Uh, Not to mention that is that after coming off with a podium here tonight, how much does your confidence build as far as going into Charlotte next week?
I mean, Charlotte is not one of my best tracks, but honestly, we can take whatever points we can get. This helps gets us to where Captain Dead Dad is, and where I think Terrell is. Actually, I think we passed Terrell already, but yeah, we're going to be climbing those points in the top 10. And we just need runs like that to keep us into the playoffs and keep our hopes alive for this championship.
Very well said. Slick, do you have any questions for your teammate after a great run he had tonight?
Yeah, like you said, Glizzy, working your way through the points. Obviously, these last couple races, you've had pretty good momentum. Do you think with Charlotte, Pocono, Dega coming up, you think you can keep this, I guess, good streak of finishes going?
I think it's more than possible. We just gotta kind of lock in and just be able to get those finishes and be able to still maintain that race pace throughout every race, even going through the playoffs, because once we get into the playoffs, it doesn't get any easier from there. So hopefully things turn around for us and we can finally get ourselves some more top fives. And hell, I would love to talk to you guys more with the top three.
Very
Yeah,
well
indeed,
said.
and good luck on great job on your P3. We'll see you next week at Charlotte.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, hey, before you leave though, I do have one final question to ask you. Is that do you have any
Shoot.
final thoughts and any concern and what your feelings going towards Charlotte next week?
Like I said, I'm not really looking forward to Charlotte. It's not one of my better tracks. Hopefully in trucks it changes, but I know in Cup it's not one of my favorites. But we're gonna look ahead to next week and just kind of hope for the best. I'll just keep grinding at it for whatever time I can put in,
Yeah.
and we'll just see what we can do there.
Very well said. Thank you so much for taking the time, and we'll see you next week in Charlotte. Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
No problem. Is Marner here?
Yo.
Hey, Martin, first of all, I want to say congratulations on finishing second. I got to ask you, though, we've seen the battle that you had with you and the 15. Take us through what went down between you and the 15 as far as the battle for position that you had there.
Um, well, my truck was just like really all over the place. It was like really loose. So every time I kept getting ahead of him, I just made a mistake with the truck just getting loose, and then he got back to me, and then we suddenly like then we just battled again for like another lap, and then just like kept rotating for like a good amount of laps, and then I finally ended up getting away from him there, and yeah, I didn't really battle him for any more of the race there.
Yeah, so pretty much I definitely want to get a chance to ask you as far as coming off the final lap. I mean, you pretty much was like getting very, very close. Did you think that you had shake before the start finish line?
Well, when I was like going into the second last corner, I didn't think I would have had him. I was just driving the truck as hard as I could. Um, I was slowly gaining on him, and then at some points I wouldn't gain on him. But man, it was just so close when he made the mistake off the final corner. I thought I could have a shot to had him there, but yeah, it sucks to come that close. But at least I got a solid finish out of it.
Yeah, very well said. But after a performance like that, do you think it helps you getting a lot of confidence going towards Charlotte next week?
Yeah, and yeah, Charlotte's one of my favorite tracks, so yeah, I was going to this race one, just have a solid race, maybe a win out of it, but yeah, we'll just move on to next week.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw it to the guy that was pretty much just rooting for you the entire time. He thought of you so very well. Slick, take it away, buddy.
Yeah, man. I mean, Marno, you were that close to winning, but you think with, I mean, you've climbed your way into the playoffs obviously with these last couple of races. Do you think you'll be able to keep the momentum up and possibly when we hit the playoffs, maybe make a run for that championship?
Yeah, if I keep getting runs like this, I think I'll be able to get in there. So, you know, after a good race last week and another good race this week, I think I'll be more comfortably into the playoffs. But, yeah, um, man, it sucks to come that close yet again.
But yeah, man. I was honestly really rooting for you up here in the booth. But you were so close. But congrats on the P2, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte.
All right, last but certainly not least, we got to get a chance to talk to the man, the myth, the legend himself in the true two truck, Shake and Bake, Mr. Back-to-back winner himself. Are you there, buddy?
I am. How's it
All
going?
right. Hey, doing all right, buddy. Hey, I know you're feeling good, just like the way you should, because you pretty much came home with another win. First of all, I want to say congratulations on back-to-back wins. How much does this win mean to you, especially trying to be able to become the regular season champion?
Yeah, the win feels really good, especially back to back. Haven't really gotten the wins that I thought I would this season, but yeah, like I said, it feels really good. Especially just to keep building that points gap. Hopefully, seal the regular season title here soon. I don't think I'm going to be making Pocono in a couple weeks, so they'll put a dent in my points lead, but other than that, yeah, I mean, it's super cool, especially to
Yeah.
get back-to-back wins and finally a road course win. It's been a while coming in this league, but probably wouldn't have done it if Sikkim wasn't here. So
Yeah, not to mention though that Sikkim will be back with us next Thursday. Not next Thursday, next Wednesday. My apologies. Do you think that after a win like this tonight, kind of pretty much sets a high example for you and the entire HMS truck team as far as what you guys been doing over the last couple of months?
yeah, um, I don't kind of broke up for me in the first part, but can you say that again?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I said after a win like that tonight, do you think it helps you sets a really huge example for how good your truck team has been the entire, pretty much ever since the last couple of months, and what type of an example does it help put HMS trucks involved?
Yeah, yeah, it's good to get wins for the HMS team. Cup has been struggling. Those GGR cars have been dominant, but Yeah, it just sets a good bar for us. We're leading in owners points, I believe. So
Yeah.
yeah, as long as we keep that up, we should be good. Wins will come. So as long as we're all in the playoffs, that's all that matters to me, especially.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, how do you feel about Sikkim returning next Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm excited for him to return. He's always fun racing with. He's a good guy, even though he's got his moments, but everybody does. Emotions can get the best of people. But yeah, look for him to come back at Charlotte and be strong, and look for him to be back up front like he was at the last race he was in at Sonoma.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I definitely do agree with you on that one. My last question, as far as my end though, is what is the mindset going towards Charlotte after back-to-back wins here in the last 2 weeks?
yeah, mindset's obviously to try to win another race. Charlotte has been good to me in the past, but it's a tough track, especially because it's draft dependent and these trucks aren't very like fast, so you can't really pull away. And I don't know if it's going to be tire saving like it was the past 2 seasons, but we'll find out here shortly. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to be a fun one.
yeah, very well said. Slick, I haven't forgot about you, buddy. I know you definitely got to ask the winner some questions, so take it away.
Yeah, I mean, Shake, I mean, you were pretty much quick the whole race, but towards the end, or I guess in the middle of stage three, was there really anybody that you thought could compete with you for the win?
Yeah, Glizzy had his problems. I don't really know what happened. I think he got loose off a corner and spun. So, but he was really quick. Props to him. I know he's been putting in the work lately, so that was a solid run for him. Probably not the result he really wanted ultimately, but Marno was quick. He was quick all race. He started a little further back, but I think he was up to third on like the second lap. So I knew he was going to be quick, and yeah, I was just running my race, trying to be consistent as I can, not spin out, which I thought I did a pretty good job. I had some warnings for corner cutting, so I couldn't really push the issue right at the end. So that's kind of why you saw Marner catch me. So, but all in all, yeah, it was a good race. There was definitely contenders, and yeah.
Yeah. Uh, very well said, very well said. But hey, do want to say this though. Amazing performance from you three tonight. Awesome racing, clean racing. We haven't had caution, so I'm glad to get a chance to see that. I definitely do want to congratulate Shake on the big win. Congratulations to Glizzy and Marner on coming home in the podium. And we'll definitely see you guys next week at Charlotte. We'll wish you all the best, all right? All right. All right. So, hey, Slick, buddy, for our first time, get a chance to work together in quite some time. It was a very, very fun race. I mean, take us through your final thoughts and far as final comments on what you've seen here tonight.
Yeah, it was very fun. I mean, no cautions, which probably was good for the most part, because I mean that would have probably made the race last longer. But it was fun. We saw Shake. We saw the GMS trucks basically dominate 1-2. Glizzy getting a P3, and a lot of other guys not having the best runs. So I expect some of the other guys to bounce back at Charlotte next week.
Very well said. But hey, that'll be our time here tonight as far as the HPL booth is concerned. Hey, for all of you guys tuning in, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys joining us through the technical difficulties as we had earlier. But hey, we managed to come out a really good stream. For Slick NASCAR, for myself, I am Jake saying so long, and do not miss it out tomorrow. Doubleheader. Xfinity Series will have Kentucky, and the Cup Series will be at Talladega. Do not miss it. 7:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys have a great night, and make sure you guys tune in tomorrow.